Well, hello there! Welcome back to Freeform Disney, everyone. For anyone who knew, my name is Jeremy. And hey, we've got a few Rebels episodes today. And I see a few of you already over in the chat, so the first two episodes are really good. I'm looking forward to that. And then a droid episode, well, well, I guess we'll see what we think of that one, huh? Yeah. Droid episodes, I guess I haven't seen much in droid episodes here in Rebels yet. Most of those are Clone Wars droid episodes when I'm thinking about them. Really, it's just really been the one that had 3PO and R2 in there as much as they did. So, I guess hopefully, this one will be on the better side of droid episodes, I guess. I guess I should say so. Hello there to, Obi-Wan, and hello there to Dominic, and hello there to Jaramsim. Hey, multitasking is always good, right? Okay. So we've got the live stream here today. Then next week, I think I'm going to go do a character ranking. So I'll go give you my updated character rankings. We'll do a live stream of that too. And then the week after that, we'll go ahead and do the finale of Season 2. So, we got a few coming up. Not to mention, after that, we'll have the beginning of Season 3. So, going to be busy for a little bit with the live streams right there. Going to be fun. Oh, and Star Wars Squadron's on Tuesday, by the way. Side note. So, anybody interested in that, I never touched the game. So, I'm going to go and pop it up and we'll see how badly I fail and how much of a fool I make of myself. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Let's see what else we got in there. I was right in the last video that we see Sabine's mother in Clone Wars. Yeah, I saw that down in the comments. It's like, oh, of course, okay. I didn't make that connection, even though I did catch that name in there at the time. But, of course, when you don't know Sabine Wren, when you hear somebody else called Ren, you don't then put the two together necessarily. Just because she was a minor character at that point. If I'd already known Sabine, I'm sure I would have caught it when I saw her mother shown. But it's kind of funny how that happens. It was like the same name for what's the name of that we were using for the agents, so as not to reveal their code names and not to reveal who Ahsoka was in there. Point being, same idea. When you catch it and you're not expecting it to be anything special, then you just completely miss it when it then comes up later. You're like, oh, yeah, Fulcrum. Thank you, Fulcrum. That's it. Let's see. Polish resistance in World War II or watching Rebels. I don't know. Maybe the two combine if you watch the right bit of Rebels at the same time. Let's see. So today we are up to this, and so we've got our first one, which will be the honorable ones. Also, if anybody is new, I will have a time going up over here. Ooh, look at that. My arm's off the side. Let me move over there. That's kind of odd. Anyway, I will go ahead and have the time up here above me. And so you can go ahead and sync up with me and watch Rebels at the same time as me, whether it's now or heck, whether you come in late or whether you come in completely afterward. So that will work. I decided to put Ezra up over here on the side this time and change the background. I've got the nice asteroid field, so make it look a little different. I said if I actually turn, you can see we've got the Phantom up behind me over here. Anyway, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and start on in, shall we? So, the honorable ones. So, here we go. Yeah, I thought so. That is Geonosis off the bat. All right. It's like I swear you all mentioned something about Geonosis popping up. So here it is, huh? Man, I love how much Rex has been in this. I wasn't expecting Rex to be such a major character all of a sudden. Wow. Well, that's different. I guess this would be why we're talking about Geonosis not probably popping up as much later on, even though it is so close to Tatooine, huh? Oh, dang, I thought I clicked that timer to go. Ha ha ha. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I did have it on, but I didn't have it on over here in OBS. There we go. Up it is. Sorry about that. Wow, we're wasting no time right here. Even that Rebels piece just felt really quick and just right back into the action. Did a lot of capture on Geonosis. Yeah. I mean, the way Callus is used, I mean, there's no way he makes it through the end of Season 2. I mean, he is just not a threat here. I mean, he wasn't much of a threat in Season 1, but he's been so used up in this season. I just don't see him surviving. I mean, I was predicting it before, but even more so now. And this action is more yet frenetic than I'm used to it being here in Rebels. Which is fun, really. We're the capture Alderaan. Yes. As if millions of voices cried out and were suddenly captured. You know, Zeb, you could have taken that Callus right there and been done with him. Not a very good guy thing, huh? Yo. I guess we've captured Callus now. Nice. So we have our excuse to go down onto the surface of Geonosis and see what's going on. It's nice. Never can be easy. Wow. That's a funky spot to have him. Apparently I missed my guess on where they're headed, huh? Not down on Geonosis itself. Up on an ice moon. What are we going to make them have to work together to survive? Oh, that could be fun. Especially given their history and what we established with Callus being involved in the massacre of Zeb's people. That could be fun. Nice. Sleemo. Don't know that. Have we heard that before? I don't recognize it off the top of my head, but. Really? No, I don't think I focused that much on Chopper to actually make words out of it. Interesting. So it's actual words being said in dialogue and then just being garbled afterward. Okay. Fun. It reminds me of something else, some other show or something where the same kind of thing is done. I don't remember what. Cool looking. But yeah, definitely we're going the route I have figured on this. Not to mention, deserts can get really cold anyway. Side note. I mean, with how bad Callus is, how have you not? Dang. Sorry, Callus has never impressed me throughout this series. This could be an interesting chance to change my opinion on Callus a bit, if depending on what we do here. Oh, well, hello there, Maximilian, and hello there, Sportan. Yes. And actually, then we've got large winter deserts up toward Russia as well, and down, yeah, Antarctica. So, yeah, no, plenty of deserts around that are quite cold. And even then, even the hotter deserts, you get to night, they can get a lot colder. And that's all without even getting into whatever the heck the rotational period of Geonosis is. If it actually rotates pretty slowly, it will get a heck of a lot colder on the dark side, even on the planet itself. And on top of that, the atmosphere and how much heat you're actually trapping inside there. Anyway. Going a little deeper than we're probably going to get into in Star Wars. Who knows, maybe the Almanac has something on that. Woo. Yeah. They didn't do much of a job of building some kind of shelter. Maybe the power cell wouldn't have frozen out. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about the pod too. I mean, unless it's got damage enough that it's leaking, but even then, those walls have to be insulated to some degree. But I mean, if they're not insulated as much and it's more actively producing the heat, hard to say. Yeah, let's just, well, headcanon it's damaged enough that it doesn't work, right? Maybe it could explode. Yeah, I could have had that happen, a little bit after they got down on the surface. Uh, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fun. Well, you know, I hear if you cut that open, you probably sleep inside it. You know, probably doesn't smell as bad on the inside. Interesting, giant bird-like. Cool. Nicely keeping it at least. Well, they were keeping it largely in the shadow before. Dang, Callus, I gotta say, man, that you're even debating it that long as to whether you should shoot the bird thing that's gonna kill both of you, or yeah, I'm just saying. This might be why he loses as much as he does. Way too much indecision. Just stay behind Zeb, kill the thing, and then shoot Zeb right afterward. If that's what you want to do. Although at this point, really, you should probably keep him alive. No. Definitely no scratches there. Who did the Zelo Beast when you got those birds? Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe they're already researching them. Who knows? After all, I'm sure Palpatine would love to let a few of those bird creatures just run loose down over on Coruscant. I mean, if the Zelo Beasties are Godzilla, then this would be, what, Mothma there? So, can have a big fight down on Coruscant. This is nice. Yeah, Sagarera coming up. Oh, little trauma. By the way, it also makes me go. Also makes me go. How much of what we just saw here on Callus is retcon, and how much of it can be argued to go ahead and just be that he was giving false bravado the other time and trying to deny what he was part of? My guess is it's a bit of each, but But ultimately, doesn't really matter. It's a, you know, if it is a retcon, which probably is, it's done in a way that it can fully be justified to not have been one in the first place, which is nice. Carabest. Meta joke for the moment there. Well, you got your hands free, now you can shoot at them. See, they pair up pretty well. Both of our macho men, right? For the one side and the other. What, is he going to shoot him or right behind him? Just had to play it, even if it's a fairly common trope. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they could also build a shelter. That might help too. Nah, it's fun having these two here. If you're going to pair up somebody along with Callus to go do this thing, Zeb was the right pick for, well, a few reasons. Finished addressing it. How much I wish we could dig deeper, though. Yeah. we're manly. It's okay. Don't worry, we're enemies too. uh, Now, the real question, will this actually play a long run effect on Callus? I'm curious about that. Well, yes, definitely I will see. But that's my curiosity here. It's like I hope they really played into a long-term effect on him. Oh, I love showing that. Complete cold return. Yeah, sure, you're back. Whatevs. Dang. Uh, Beautifully shot to show that cold isolation here. I can't imagine we're not going to play more with that. Doesn't mean he's not going to die, though, but we made it more interesting at this point. So, yeah. So that's the end of that one right there. It's like, oh, that could be interesting. As I said, the question here being, how far will he end up being affected by this? How far toward the rebels might that push him? Not to mention his own regret over what did happen on the sun. It'll be interesting. Yeah, not so fun being a higher up in the Imperials. Yeah, yeah, tons of isolation. All right, new thoughts about Callus's survival chances. They go up a little bit because he's become a more interesting character. There are places to actually go with him. I mean, when he's just a two-dimensional character that doesn't have, and that is just constantly being beaten, frankly, there's just not much of anywhere to go with that character. If you're actually going to start to build him, add more dimension to him, then there's stuff you can do. So now he's got a little more dimension. He's not just a straight Imperial boogeyman. Now we actually care about him a little bit. We see that he can have a different side, that he has regrets over some of the things he's done, that we could send him toward a direction of being more of a sympathizer or even defecting at a far run. Of course, even if you were to go those directions, you could still go ahead and kill him anyway. Heck, not like he wasn't involved in the the death of a certain Minister Tua not that long ago, for that matter. So yeah, no, I don't see him surviving the show as a whole. That's for sure. Just one of those. He's got too much blood on his hands to go ahead and be allowed to survive. But depending on what direction we go with him, he could make it through season 2 into season 3. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Guess we'll see what we see, right? I can kill that timer over here. Guess we're not in the middle of one at the moment. So, maybe. So, hey, we're going to be up to that second episode soon. Oh, hey, by the way, if you're here, click that like button down. Maybe we'll get some more people to pop on in, because we got quite a few of us actually up and around right now. So, as I said, thank you everybody for joining. So, definitely quite a few. Definitely. So, yeah. Onward we will go to the next episode here shortly, which is Shroud of Darkness. If anybody else had anything else to say on that episode right there before I jump into the next one, pop it in there quick, because otherwise we will just jump on to Shroud of Darkness. Interesting how the whole Geonosis piece as to what happened to the Geonosins was left hanging. I expect that's going to come back up here in Rebels. Certainly we're not going to not address that one. Although I've got to guess we're not going to wait till season 3 on it. So will that come up season 2? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, it could wait till season 3. Depends on how much we just want to leave that hanging for a while. You said that was one of your least favorite from season 2. I liked it. I can understand, part of that. I mean, it played into cliches a little much at times. I mean, that might be, part of my lower side of it. The action at the very beginning was really nice, though, too. That just had a much more frenetic pace, as I was saying, that just really pulled you in. Maybe a little too fast at times, but no, that was nice. And then, also, I like adding a little more dimension to Callus's character, depending on where they go with it afterward. Because just as it is, it's not enough. But we need to figure out where they're going to take that one. So it opens up the door for some possibilities, and I think that was good. The next one here is the best of the three. And then from what I heard earlier, the last of these three is a droid episode. So hey, I guess we'll see what I think about that, huh? An important episode. I'm not sure if we're talking about this one or the next one. I'm sure the next one, if it's the best, is going to be an important episode. Well, okay. Let us go ahead and get ready to go start that timer, and we'll go start into Shroud of Darkness. And hey, this time it'll actually appear up over my head. You're talking about episode 17, the one here that we just watched being an important one. Okay. Yeah, no, I can see both the Callus piece and the Geonosis piece both being important, even if the Geonosis piece is more hinted at. But yeah, I can definitely see both of those coming up definitely later. The finale live stream, well, next week I'm going to go do a character ranking. That's what I'll live stream on next Sunday. And then I'll do a finale live stream the week after that. So 2 weeks, and then I'll do the season 2 finale. So after I got to get that character ranking in, y'all wanted to see that get ranked again. And man, have we added characters here in season 2. That's going to be a way bigger list of characters to work through than it was back in season 1 when I did that. So we shall see. And hey, even things like this, are going to go ahead and change Callus's ranking one way or another. Well, not one way or another. It's going up from where it would have been before. Although, to be honest, Callus has probably, prior to this episode, probably dropped even further than where he was before, in my own estimation. So, yeah. I mean, he's higher than where he would have been in season 1 after this episode. So, yeah. There we go. No, I won't have to pull from the dregs this time. Now, I've still got to go grab all those images and get them all, good. So that's one of the things I'll do between this week and next week. Yeah, like the Commandant. That's going to be an easy ranking. Okay. We'll jump into episode 18 now, Shroud of Darkness. Supposedly the best of the 3 we're watching today. So here we go. Speaking of jumping right into the action. Nice. Little Star Wars humor. Dang, I get Ezra probably went ahead and just talked about where the base was again when they were out and about. Speaking of the teamwork things that I was talking about in that other episode, nice to see them having built up a little better teamwork. Any more? Any more? Is that an old reference to something? Huh. I'm only too curious what that was about. Nice. It's a nice shot, too, frankly, right there. Man, this one and the last one, just that action-packed, heavy action open on the cold open. Hey, those guys again. The same creatures we saw back on, not Stygian, the other prison back from, whatever. Yeah, it was Stygian. Yeah, it was Stygian. But those creatures look similar right there, off the bat. I've commented this before, but I mean, Ezra going ahead and doing that also back to developing his connection with different animals. So we're continuing to work that, which is nice. Certainly, as far as any Jedi and connections to other animals, I don't know that I've seen anybody that's like Ezra to this degree. Maximilian, you say Hera's a crazy pilot. Well, except he said anymore, so I can't imagine that's a reference to Hera. It's got to be a reference to a past ex, I assume. Next time we've seen it, Obi-Wan, yeah, on Rile Out the Beast. Yeah, no, I'd agree with you. Grab some water here for a second. Advice. Time to go talk to Ahsoka. Or a different Fulcrum, I suppose, but... Or we're communing with the Force. And that's possible, too. Ahsoka indeed. Nice. Anakin. Whoa, that animation on his face is really odd. Dang. Oh, jeez. Yeah, obviously your commentary is, completely agreeing with what I just said. It's like, you. Dang. Just try to avoid looking at him. Just put my hand up here. Just admit what you know in your heart already. You know. Oh no, I just remember what else we get in this. In a bad way? I don't like that. Yeah, I guess we'll see what we see. Ah. Will we get confirmation on whether the little glowy balls were actually Yoda or not? Of course, I remember we what was it? Was it that the High Republic thing that tossed a quick image of Yoda up? I think it was. And God, that looked weird. But yeah, that was the High Republic live stream I did there. That they popped up a quick image of Yoda in there. We all have to be strong. Yeah, if that brief glimpse says anything. Another happy landing. Well, we can just have more glowy little, balls. Talk to them. That'll work. Dot, dot, dot. I mean, she would clearly still be able to open it. I'd be highly surprised if she couldn't. I mean, I don't feel like it has as much to do with being a Jedi as having the ability to use the Force. Huh. And a chapter 13 of the Jedi. uh, but even so. Even so. Yeah, agreed, Maximilian. It's more about what's right to do and honoring the traditions there of the Jedi in that sense. The Force wielder. uh, why not? I mean, that's a perfectly good title. Yeah, fugitive at this point. Definitely now. Citizen then, though. But even if you're a fugitive, you're still a citizen, right? I think that's a bit of a stretch to say the Mando episode was referring to Grogu as a Jedi. It's like I don't think it was. I think it was referring to Ahsoka, but I understand and have no problem with the shorthand on that for a title of an episode, though. Cool. Yo. It's like we haven't touched a lot on that here in this season yet, but definitely I'm curious. Just a little bit. Yeah, no, the body language is great. Also, the implications of even talking about it like this. I mean, that argues we're going to have to touch more on Ezra and Darkseid later, which is nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The fighting styles. Yeah. Oh, I love every time we see new lightsaber designs, too, from anyone. That's always fun. By the way, speaking of two lightsaber hills putting together. Ah, what fun. That didn't take long at all. So clearly they're tracking him, huh? I, I don't remember ever hearing anything about Ray being the only one to have a yellow one. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something on that. It's like I never heard that before. Well, I don't think I did anyway. Oh, okay, good. I didn't think it was ever said anywhere in canon or anything like that. So that's why you had me going there, Jerem. But he did know. Oh man. Dang. Wow. So is that? I know they did a lot of things based off of some of the old concept arts and well, not just concept arts, but some of the poster art and stuff from back in the originals. Is that the case also with Yoda there? I don't know. Yeah, it is cool looking at those lightsabers back there. Well, thank goodness they didn't make Yoda look like that in actuality. Yo. Interesting how she only has the one lightsaber in front of her there, not both. There is your self doubts right there. Yeah. No, though we don't have. I mean, you can't not have the question of what would have happened if Ahsoka had been around. But still, I doubt it would have been enough. But and I kind of want to spend more with Ahsoka right now. But yeah, man, that is Frank Oz doing that voice, isn't it? It's either Frank Oz or it is one hell of a good job of sounding like Frank Oz doing Yoda. Wow. Oh, yeah, as you're saying, the two Jerams. Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, dang if that doesn't sound like it. Hmm. It took it with the clones. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was that or from. Yeah, it's like it looks similar anyway. Ah, Frank Oz did do it. Yeah, dang would have been a hell of a good impression of his voice otherwise. I mean, I love some of who we brought in with the voices. I mean, we got Frank Oz, and there we got James Earl Jones. Nice. That's a fun piece, bringing him in there for that. It's nice. Too bad we couldn't pop him into the final season of Clone Wars just somewhere as a little reveal, right? Yeah, the knighting was cool. So, hey, officially not a Padawan anymore. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me there about him having joined Anakin there that night. Malachor. That name is familiar. Now, we had a nice job giving everybody their little pieces here in this episode. Oh, it's been nice. I'm going to be sad for this to be over, and it's going to be over in far too soon. Good luck with that. They did struggle to open it, but they got it. But yeah, this ain't gonna go anywhere good for them. I'm curious if this is the end of these two. Feel like we'd have a different way of taking them out than this, though, but certainly could. Nice lightsaber. It's like just seeing it in this light with so much darkness all around. It's nice. I swear, this is like the only trick they know sometimes is twirling these lightsabers. I know a good trick. I'll spin. Sorry, spinning. That's a good trick. Really, it looks more fancy and pretty than it actually is functional, though. Yeah, sure, if the Inquisitor's backstory is a spoiler, well, I obviously couldn't answer that. I have no idea if it's a spoiler or not. Yeah. As I said, seeing that they go ahead and use the same fighting style in lightsaber draw, yeah. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Okay, I wouldn't have taken necessarily to be a Unity reference, but that wouldn't be surprising, I suppose, to put in here either. Yeah, so much for that temple. I guess we get our confirmation if they're actually dead now. No. See, your failure was okay after all. We actually bring Vader in here for a moment. Oh, that is definitely finale setup right there with that. Oh, no way that's anything short of that. You don't bring Vader in otherwise. Shroud of Darkness indeed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to wait a couple weeks though to see where we're going with that probably. Unless we touch any more of it here. Well, if you said it's a droid episode, I doubt we're gonna touch anything more next episode. How do we get a droid episode after this? Dang. That's painful. Right after this being as good as it was? Ah. But yeah, no, that Vader piece, oh, that's clearly a finale tease right there. Nice. Let me kill that timer. Yeah, no, that one was definitely, oh, that was really good right there. So they've done a good job with working these pieces when we head to the temple. I mean, heck, the last time we headed to the temple back in season 1, they did a really good job with that episode too. I mean, that was easily one of the best episodes of season 1. Alright. See you later, Jaram Sim. As I said, have a magical day, and may the force be with you. Always. Obviously, I'll catch you later. Catch you down in the comments. And next week, for that matter. As I said, stick around for the really good stuff, but bail when it gets to the droid episode, right? I might do the same if it's all that bad. Well, I mean, I'm not going to bail on the live stream or anything like that. That's not what I meant, but if I was in the position of just watching the Forgotten Droid, huh? Well, first though, no, that episode was definitely good. Man, I could spend a little more time just taking a freeze frame with those lightsabers in the background, taking a look at those. And we had, numerous people pop in here. I mean, we had Yoda, we had the Grand Inquisitor popped back, we had Vader pop up at the end, and heck, we actually had Anakin for that matter. So, whew. And pretty sure that was the same voice actor for Anakin. I could be wrong on that, but pretty sure that was the same voice actor. So nice right there too. Very, very nice. Now, either that or the other one with Protector of Concord Dawn, probably for favorite of the season at this point. I'd have to go one of those two directions right there. Okay. So let's see. With all of that said, shall we just jump right on in? Yeah, Matt Lander. Good. Oh, poor Ahsoka. Indeed. Poor Ahsoka, that's for sure. Well, Maximilian, you say there's some great droid episodes in Rebels. That's good. Hopefully, this is one of them, I'm hoping. I mean, I did actually enjoy the 4-episode droid arc. Wasn't the greatest thing in the world or anything, but I enjoyed it at least. So hey, as long as we keep at least at that caliber, I'm okay. Nah, that piece with Ahsoka was so good, and oh man, it was so short. Dang, I wanted it to keep going. Or just to stick there for, like, give me like another 2 seconds at least before having shifted back over to Ezra. You know, it would have been funny if we had made some kind of reference to Ezra having given away the location of the base again. Although at the same time, man, that would be probably not a good idea either to make it that painful. Well, anywho, I guess we will jump on into this 3rd and final episode for today. The Forgotten Droid, huh? Well, we shall see what we shall see. You say that still believe the best Star Wars Disney has done is the Rebels Season 2 finale. You mean the best for Rebels, or the best for anything Clone Wars included, etc.? Because if you're saying it's on par with, say, the Clone Wars finale, now that's saying something. Wow. Wow, impressive. Okay. Not building that up for me much at all right there. Okay. Wow. Wow. Man, I've got to wait 2 weeks for that, huh? Yeah. There we go. No, okay. You definitely got me that much more intrigued right there. Okay. 2 weeks from now. I guess we'll find out then. At least in Clone Wars, it was the very end of it that was the best. I think there's that. But as I said, the rest of Rebels is still good, though. Just stretch this day out. No. No, we'll pop back in a couple weeks. I said that would be a really long live stream right there. Give in to your temptation. Yes. Filoni been good with finales. Yeah. I said heck, if we look at Clone Wars and its multiple finales, season 5 had one heck of a good finale too, even if that was the end of the show. What was the final episodes in season 6 though? What was the final arc in that one? I can't think of it. I don't think that one had as good a way of ending if 6 had been the end of it though. Yoda. Yeah, definitely was a very different choice for ending when you chose to end it that way in 6. You're right. So, for doing something as a different style of ending from what they had done in 5, it makes sense as a way to do it. Just not nearly as strong for me, though. But it makes sense as a way to potentially go if you've got to find a different ending. But then, hey, 7. Yeah. Okay, droid time. Forgotten droid. Here we go. Oh, it wasn't planned as an ending? So they didn't know 6 would be the end right there and then the big cut after that. Interesting. She's back. That's cool. I didn't think we'd see her again so quickly. That's cool. Wow, was that 6 Star Destroyers around that planet? Wow. Yeah, I know they had tons of episodes planned. Man, it's sad just how much Clone Wars is still on the floor. Hopefully Bad Batch will make up for a little bit of those episodes that got left. But dang, now there's so much that would be nice to see. If we can go back and see some more lost episodes sometime, that'd be great. If only. If only. Uh, poor Chopper right now. Dang. Hey, when you get you to, or sorry, when they can get me to feel bad for Chopper sometimes, right? Oh, Cad Bane versus Boba, yes. But that's got to pop into Bad Batch. They're going to do it there, right? This is the part where we then follow Chopper on a quest to go get a leg for the rest of this episode. Oh, you've got to be kidding me if that's what we're doing for an entire episode. Oh, man. Tell me there's going to be more to it than that. Yeah, and they are bringing Fennec in there. And Ming-Na Wen voicing it, too. Nice. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, sometimes they really want us to like Chopper, and sometimes I swear they want us to hate him. I mean, uh, yeah, just all over the map on Chopper sometimes. Kind of cool, neat just seeing the shop behind him and all the different droid pieces. Uh huh. And there goes the ship, of course. Mm hmm. R2 to the loyal dog. Chopper's an arrogant cat. Yeah, yeah. If you're the stormtroopers, do you care? Yeah, I suppose you might care for that reason. But otherwise, you care about a droid doing that? Probably not. Stormtroopers being as good as always at their jobs, right? Oh man, this is going to be the pretty close to the most fillery of filler episodes, isn't it? Except what they were doing might come relevant, I could see. Not to mention who we saw at that group at the beginning. Maybe we'll touch it again at the end, too. Hey, I'll take an R2 or a BB-8 anytime over top of Chopper. At least I can trust him. C-3PO, also over Chopper. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman playing who? Playing him? Impressive different voice on that. Oh, him right here, the droid, huh? Hmm. You're really saying Alan Rickman or just somebody making it sound like him? Because I was going to say that would be kind of crazy having Alan Rickman actually come in here. Ah, yes. that sounds more believable to me there, Obi. It's like, again, man, if you could get Alan Rickman to come in and just play a little droid in Rebels, that'd be pretty cool, but... Also, isn't it... I mean, this would be too late for Alan Rickman even at this point anyway, wouldn't it? Because this is, what, only a few years ago. Anyway. Yeah, listening a little more closely, I can catch some of those words in there. Almost waiting for a hallway for him to just start popping in and out here. Feels like that kind of episode. Well, this is actually interesting here for a bit. By Hera. This is actually a nice piece right here. Speaking of things I didn't expect to pop up in here. Yeah, they didn't wipe his mind in between it either. Nice. But no, a nice piece on touching a little more of, well, Chopper's backstory, being in a Y-Wing crashing on Ryloth. The military side, even though we haven't gone too much more. That's a nice touch. Why is that the best you got, Chopper? You've got so much you can do when you just whack him with a leg. Dang, man. Like, that would have been the movie should have made. I mean, if you'd done it first, then of course he wouldn't call backup, and well, that's the only reason he didn't, right? Was so he didn't call backup ahead of time, or at least report it anyway. God, this has such a weird offbeat humor to it. Just so it so isn't Rebels. It's very interesting. Yes, it does actually have some tinges of indie music there to it. We're at episode 19. This is the Forgotten Droid. And hello there, DBJ. It's an adequate enough plan, I guess. Just that little immaturity out of Chopper, right? Yeah. Sometimes I wish they didn't shoot so they, yeah. I mean, hey, maybe you could have had another droid or two in there that he also found. If so, then you would have had a couple you could have shot at least. Cool, the carrier actually in action. 2 cruisers and a destroyer, huh? Wow. I think they just go ahead and move somewhere else and go ahead and meet up for fuel, right? Nice. It is nice having Ketsu back in here. I really didn't think we'd see her so soon. Or toss in here. Well, back to, I guess, building up toward finale, right? Probably something like that. The grr there, too. Don't think I've ever heard Chopper make that noise right there. I mean, I'll say this episode has my favorite moment with Chopper, because it was the two of them talking earlier is probably my favorite Chopper moment. Aww. Clearly one of those. Next Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and do another character ranking. So, 2 weeks until the finale. But yeah, next week I'll go through and, well, there are a lot more characters to rank than there were when I did that back in season 1. But I'll do that live, in front of all of you too. So we can all talk about all the characters that are out there. Well, based on what I know of them so far anyway. Unless they're dead, in which case, well, I guess I know everything there is to know. Or you think you do, I guess. We gained a little info on the Grand Inquisitor even last episode. Nice and useful. It's like, when you go distract, why not just boom shock? Why is he back to hitting with the leg again? All he has to do is shock him and he's out again. Misplaced humor. Misplaced humor. Ow. Ouch, Hera. uh, I mean, I thought at least Hera, you'd say you were his friend. You know, if Chopper just shocked him, that none of this would have happened right here. Yeah, speed him with the leg some more. You know, with how murderous Chopper is, there's no way he doesn't end up murdering the guy after this. Or, sorry, capturing the guy. He would definitely capture him. Ah, hi, Ross. Well, hello there. Right at the end of the third episode today. Yeah, I'm disappointed by this move. It might have been a nice touch to have actually had him pop up again somewhere else. Might not have been bad to have actually had Chopper have someone to talk to on occasion. Just to go ahead and actually make Chopper a little more likable. On the other hand, cool. We avoid the cliche. Yay. He gave up his leg for him. Certainly he would get, to be too much fast, but still, bringing him in on occasion just to have Chopper and have someone to talk to. Yeah, definitely. I'm for that. Chopper needs someone else in that sense. Because the old leg wasn't good enough, I guess? I don't know. I don't know why they couldn't use the old leg, or just one of a ton of other parts that are probably laying around. But obviously, yeah, we wanted it to be that way for this. Make it more touching. But is it necessary? No, probably not. The AP5 was cool. Yeah, no, that. I mean, I hear Droid episode, and I worry about it being something way worse than what that was. Way, way worse. Now, that was enjoyable. And actually had some surprisingly really good moments in there. The piece where we got a bit more on Chopper and AP5's backstory for that bit and that connection. Actually, even Chopper, someone to connect with a little more, which is something we haven't had for Chopper, so that was good. And then also, especially some of the earlier pieces in there, right near the beginning, those felt like they'll tie in a little bit further right there. Feels like we're, again, setting up more for the finale right there with bringing some of the other people into this episode. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to talk about Mando's ending at this point, right? I don't think anybody's going to be watching this without having seen Mando's ending, so I could be wrong, but it's been long enough. But anyway, no, I've utterly loved it. No ifs, ands, or buts right there. Dang. One hell of an ending. Okay, so that's it for the episodes for today. Mystery of Chopper Base, apparently, which is next. That'll wait for, 2 weeks from now. So that'll be the 24th. Whew. Go ahead and get myself out of there so I don't see anything else that direction. Kill the timer so it's not counting up to who knows when. And I'll move this over here so I can look more easily over at everybody talking. Let's see, let's see. Yeah. I said no, it was a really good ending, that. Yep. So, let's see. As far as the 3 episodes today, no, I mean, yeah, I Rebels doesn't hit as high as Clone Wars has yet for me. I mean, on just as a direct rating comparison, I thinking of some of the things in Clone Wars being say a 10. I'd say the highest we've gotten here in Rebels for me so far is saying like an 8 and 8.5. Yeah, and that's only been a couple times up and around that range. So we'll see where we go from here. See about that finale that you guys keep building up right here for season 2. Finale should change that. Yeah, yeah. I said I, yeah, I could only be too happy to see it. Go ahead and change that. And man, we are definitely building up. I mean, clearly talking about some of the people that are going to be in this one. Let's see. How great were the first season of Clone Wars episode? Yeah, exactly. No, I've made that comment. It doesn't hit those highs, but it doesn't hit the lows either. So, no, it is never at anywhere near the lows of Clone Wars. Man. No, season 2 was still pretty ugly through a lot of it as far as, what I'd go ahead and rate those episodes. But that's not to say there wasn't good stuff in there in places. Like, the first couple episodes of season 2 were pretty dang good, and there was some other good stuff too. Man, I confused what's season 2 and 3 in my head, so I'm not entirely sure which ones came where. But, yeah. And the best of season 1 was the ending of that. Was season 2 also where we went to Geonosis? Yeah, landing at Point Rain, yes. I mean, there was a good few episodes right in there, and that landing at Point Rain was easily one of the best of season 2. Favorite single episodes? Like standalone ones? What standalone ones were in season 1? Okay, no, just as an individual. Yeah. I mean, that was part of the 3-parter of Ryloth. Yeah, as I said, Innocence of Ryloth was the second one, and I love that. That's why I used that as the thumbnail for that video that I did. No, that was good. And heck, then that she pops back up here over into, along with Cham Syndulla, that was pretty cool. Yeah, landing at Point Rain, that's probably the best of season 2. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that beat that in season 2. Top of my head for what is in season 2. Maybe I'm mistaken. Was the Duchess of Mandalore arc season 2 or season 3? Yeah, Noom was cool. Hopefully we're seeing Noom again. Okay, well then, yeah, if the Duchess of Mandalore arc is season 2, that might beat out, well, not all of it, but might beat out the landing at Point Rain for me, or at least they're on a similar level at the very least. Yeah, yeah, that moment where Obi-Wan gets up to fight and the Y-Wings show up. Yes, indeed. No, that's a dang good episode. Now, see, back to the comment. No, there were things that, yeah, even in season 2, right there, where there were some really good ones. Season 1 didn't have a lot, short of those episodes right there near the end. And man, if I was having to compare, say, Innocence on Ryloth to the stuff we've seen in Rebels so far, I mean, it would beat a lot of what we've seen in Rebels. I don't know that it would beat everything. There's a few Rebels episodes at this point that I think might, might beat out Innocence on Ryloth. But if we're comparing, say, landing at Point Rain to stuff in Rebels, oof, that gets trickier. And that's the season 2 app, right? But yeah, no, that's again, Rebels is at least a lot more consistently good though, or consistently enjoyable at the very least. Let's see. Probably Chopper saved Obi there. Oh, that'd be a fun thing to put in canon somewhere. We said he was in a Y-wing, but but every story has a beginning. Indeed. I wonder if we'll get some more about Chopper actually serving in the Clone Wars. I wouldn't be surprised. Heck, we've got 2 seasons, and we've got to dig a little more into Chopper in the course of 2 more seasons. So probably at some point, right? Don't actually answer that, of course. What? Oh, yeah. No, Ryloth certainly happened before the second invasion of Geonosis. We're talking end of season 1 versus middle of season 2, unless those are horribly out of order. Which I don't think they're that badly out of order, right? Let's see. So, anything else on these 3 episodes? Anybody else got anything on those? Not really. Let's see, what else do I got coming up? Okay, so Tuesday I'm gonna go ahead and drop in Star Wars Squadrons for the first time. Just gonna boot it up entirely, and we'll see how all that goes. It's gonna be interesting. I have not played Jedi Fallen Order yet. Now that on my to-do list, shall we say? So at some point. No, I don't have any VR here. What? How have I not played Jedi Fallen Order? Not being a giant video gamer for one, probably. I mean, that would probably be part of it. Yeah, no. I said I've heard that it's incredibly good, and I definitely want to play it. So sometime I will. When, I have no idea. Hey, we'll be getting to Star Wars Squadron soon, so hey, there's at least that. Hey, I've also been doing more Star Wars stuff, lately, as far as... Well, actually, I have not been watching the movies as much recently. Just haven't had the time to watch the movies as much as I might have in the last, say, year or so. But as far as doing other things, say, reading comics or touching, video games or whatnot, or watching Clone Wars and Rebels. I'm doing more of that than I necessarily would have otherwise. I never finished Force Unleashed. I did play some of it. Oh, you're talking about the VR thing, talking about the Vader one. Yes, I've heard good things. But no, I certainly haven't played it. But heard really good things. Uh, yeah, I'm not. Do I want to touch Rise of Skywalker? Well, that's its own mess right there. Yeah. Well, the only Star Wars movie I have seen once, and only once, at this point. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, I'll see it again a second time sometime. Just will. Enough of that for now, though. Squadrons in VR. Now that sounds like it would be a ton of fun, but I do not have the setup to do that, so I will not be playing it in VR. Who knows? Maybe someday in the future, yeah, I might be able to do that, but certainly no time soon. But it does sound fun. What about you? Maximilian, you played it in VR? Or? One of the other cool things, talking about VR, I know down near, both Disneyland and Disney World, what is that, a really cool immersive VR place. They had some cool Star Wars stuff. Never actually been in it, but sounded pretty dang cool. Well, I envy you playing Squadrons in VR. That sounds like a ton of fun. Now, I probably should not... Yeah, I said, if I get into Squadrons enough, I should probably wait a long time before playing you if you got the VR and got it down that much. Get to go ahead and watch me crash and burn, I'm sure. Tune in Tuesday. Let's see how many times I can go ahead and die in a fighter. Nice. Good story as well for Vader Immortal. Nice. Well, that's cool. Not good about the whole not being able to play it too long. It's like, yeah, ooh. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably start out at least with some single player on Squadrons at the very least. Rather than getting completely massacred or just being a burden on whoever the hell I'm playing with. Can I do a live reaction to Vader Episode 2? Yeah, I could potentially do that. I said definitely. Definitely, I could potentially do that. Yeah. I was gonna say, I didn't think you maybe just go look at his channel like it didn't just drop today or anything, right? No, okay, it's not dropped yet. Yeah, I could definitely go do that. Now that would be a ton of fun right there. Has he said when it's dropping yet? I don't remember him having said when it's dropping yet. I know there was also all kinds of tricks with the pandemic and whatnot for shooting it, so I'm not sure if he's finished shooting it yet or not. Anyway, no, definitely can do a live reaction and go ahead and see that. I will go ahead and wait to watch it until it drops. So when I see that it drops, we'll go ahead and pop in live and we'll go ahead and watch it. So probably do that without a whole lot of huge warning or anything. Just, well, I said depends on when exactly it drops, I suppose. May the force be with you, Maximilian. Have a magical day. That's to everyone else who may be dropping out too. I mean, you know, even if you're not saying anything there, always the same sentiment. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ross said it was going to be a fair bit later because COVID had stopped him from being able to actually shoot it here in this past year. So, but no, that's going to be cool when it is. Although, from what I know, also he said it's only going to have episode 2. That he's not going to keep going numerous parts like he had originally been planning on it. I'm not sure if that'll change again after having done this, or if he really will just do the 2 parts and be done. It's kind of disappointing when I heard that one, but what can you do? What can you do? Well, anyway, I do have another interesting... Funny if I am going to put out another interesting Star Wars video here probably tomorrow. Always more Star Wars videos. I feel bad sometimes that I do so much Star Wars stuff on this channel just because I feel like I should have more of a spread to it. Of course, I do love doing the Star Wars stuff, no doubt. I do have a bit of Marvel stuff I'll be doing here this week, too, coming up, just considering WandaVision will be starting up really soon. Heck, that's just a few days away. But yeah, I got an interesting Star Wars video to pop out tomorrow. We'll see. Well, anyway. Yes, WandaVision. I've been looking forward to it. And apparently we get the first 2 episodes of WandaVision both here on Friday. And then probably one a week after that all the way into March. Well, that's the case. One of his live streams is 30 minutes long. Yeah, no, that's nice. Okay. Okay. I don't think I have a lot more to say about these 3 episodes that we watched, or a lot more about this, that, and the other at the moment. So unless you guys have something more you want to pop over here into the chat right now, then we'll probably go ahead and drop off and call it a day. And the next time I'll be live streaming will be Tuesday at the same time. And I'll see you in the comments afterwards, of course, in the comments on this video, and the comments on, well, tomorrow's video, and all the rest of that. So, Yeah. Okay. So I will be taking off as well, Ross. So to everyone, when the squadron stream will be Tuesday, same time, so noon Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. UTC or London time. So same time of the day. I figure it's a good time of the day. It works relatively well. Hopefully, I don't get too much lawn mowing or construction or whatever outside. Usually that picks up more later in the day for me, at least. But you never know. Sometimes it picks up earlier. It is a Sunday, I suppose, so get some lawn mowing here on the weekend sometimes. Well, anyway, until then, everyone, have a magical day, and may the Force be with you. Always.